Hello everyone and welcome to the historic 20th tournament of Irish Warrior. Last time we saw 10 Stage 1 clears, 5 Stage 2 clears. Joey Davis for his second appearance in a row was able to get to the final, but came up short again on the final stage. What's going to happen today with 50 more competitors in the last Halo 5 tournament? Let's find out right now. First stage has been difficult in this era and has had a few changes here for the last Halo 5 tournament, all beginning with the Mystic Timbers. This has been here for a few tournaments now, just jump across the 5 trees. This has not been there though before. A new obstacle, the tire pressure. You have to jump across the tops of the 4 tires, the 4th one at a different angle. You're not allowed to go through the tire, you have to go on top of it. And then you're onto the Diamondback, you know it by now, jump across those triangles. Angle your jumps correctly, and then you're onto the wire bridge. This was the second obstacle in the last tournament. It's been moved to the 4th obstacle, but there are now 2 additional thin poles you got to jump across. Notice that white pole, that signifies the last 2 jumps are a little farther. They're jumps you need to sprint for. But you make your way across that, and you're onto the Dragon Glider. This obstacle has been modified slightly. That trampoline jump, the barrel has been lowered very slightly, so it's a little bit easier. The roll, though, is still the same. And then you're onto the escape wall, run your way up, get into the mongoose, get out, and then you're onto the pipe vault. Use the pole to gain momentum and get onto the swivel swing. 3 swings, rotate them around, make the jumps as easy as possible, including that giant dismount at the end, legendary at this point. But if you can get to the end and hit the buzzer within a minute 55, you're onto the second stage. And we'll begin with Icining. Oh, and I thought he was already out, but he's made 2 great save jumps on the second tree, and now he's on to the 3rd, and he breaks the 4th. That's unfortunate, but very exciting save jumps to start the tournament from number 1, and now look who we have here at number 2. Again, it's random draw with our newcomers. Patty Freakin here in number 2, legendary for his performances on Halo Ninja Warrior, and a lot of the old school Halo 5 tournaments. He has made his debut here in the last Halo 5 tournament as he begins, hopefully, a career renaissance on Halo Infinite, as he's a little bit more of a PC gamer now. But by the time I have said all that, he's through the first 2 obstacles. He's the first competitor to ever defeat the tire pressure, and he's the first competitor onto the Diamondback today. Made the first jump, going for the second one, and he is there. Just the dismount to go on the Diamondback, and he is across, if not barely. He's got plenty of time, 80 seconds, as he's making his way across the wire bridge, new and improved. It's not new, but it's definitely improved. He gets a save jump on the 4th one and the 5th. He's taking some time here. Gets on the 6th, and he's going to save jump. He's got 2 jumps left. 7, he goes right for the dismount, and he comes up short. He got hung up on that last pole, and he didn't get a full jump going for the dismount. Unfortunate, and that is the tricky thing with this obstacle. It's at a weird spot in the stage where you got to go fast. Invitado, oh my, he was not even in the same zip code of that second tree. That's unfortunate. Now we're on to Assassin Kid. 1, 2, 2. He's speeding his way along the timbers and very nicely done through the first obstacle, and now he's on to the tire pressure. 2, quick jump for the 3rd, goes for the 4th, and comes up short. Assassin Kid, the first victim of the tire pressure. And he would be quickly joined here by the first runner of our fast forward of the day, number 5, Spiniest Bear, completely not even close to landing on that first tire. Then it was time for the Mystic Timbers fails with Matric Dist. Sure, whatever. Ashro got a bunny hop off the second tree. A bit unfortunate. Peachy 5133. Someone, I forget who it was, but someone else's auto-generated numbers. I think it might have been Cobra or Foamy had 5133 at the end of their gamer tag at one point. I digress. What am I doing? E-Rock, unfortunately, lost his momentum going from 3 to 4. Nathan with 2560-7180. Is that like a phone number? Is that an area code, social security number? I know none of those are the same amount of numbers, whatever. Midnight Wolf, but with an L, and he took the L on the first jump. That was a tough scene there. And then Truce Juice 78 completely came short on that second jump. Then we had One Hand John. He was taking his sweet time across these jumps, got no sprint, and missed the jump to the 3rd tree. And then Devo for show. The Depends on what type of a show you wanted, but it wasn't great. The show was, in fact, the backflip, though, that he got once he landed in the water. But now at number 15, we have Thick Shrek. The next two competitors are Joey Davis proteges, so we'll see how they do. Thick Shrek moving along pretty good. On the fifth tree, goes right for the dismount and comes up short. He got deflected to the left, and Thick Shrek out on the first obstacle. Not a great look for Joey's first trainee. Let's see how the second one does. This is Caboose, I think unrelated to the guy in Red vs. Blue. Oh dear. Caboose fails the second jump. So Joey's proteges continue to not do very well on this course, but oh well. On to our final newcomer. It is Eternal Flame. This is a new up-and-coming jumper on the scene. He's definitely shown some potential, so we'll see how he does here on his first Irish Warrior appearance. So far, so good on the first obstacle, going across these tires. Just got to keep your momentum up, and he has done that very well. And now it's time for the Diamondback. Doesn't matter how skilled you are, this obstacle is always tricky. It's that second diamond. It's a running jump for the third, and he runs. He aimed himself too high, and unfortunately could not get on that third diamond. But now, it's all returning competitors the rest of the way, beginning with Past Attorney. He's here in Tournament 16, failed the Donut Dash. And this is the second obstacle in this tournament, the tire pressure. If you can beat this, it's personal best. Going along smooth and no problems. Past Attorney onto the Diamondback. Goes low. Oh, save jump. Beautiful. Fantastic save jump on that second one. And he lands the third one. Past Attorney, just the dismount to go. He goes for it a little low. He gets a save jump on the platform, but he can't land the platform. Past Attorney. What an entertaining but unfortunate run through the Diamondback. I hate seeing people fail that dismount, but it is a tricky jump. But now at number 19, it's time for Game Show MC67. He debuted in the last tournament and unfortunately failed the first obstacle, but he's shown he's a lot better than that on some other courses since then, so we'll see how Game Show does here. Going for the dismount, and already a personal best. Well done, Game Show. And now he is on to the tire pressure. This young man coming over from Minecraft, still kind of getting the basics down on Halo, and he's through the tire pressure onto the Diamondback. You don't need to sprint into the Diamondback, though. That's unfortunate. That sprint jump there, he's missed the mount onto the third obstacle. But now in number 20, making his 14th appearance, it is Foamy Boy. It's crazy to think. He's made 13 previous appearances, and he still has yet to beat 3 obstacles. Maybe today's the day. I say that every tournament, though, it seems like at this point. First things first, Mystic Timbers. He failed that a few tournaments ago, but he's through onto the tire pressure. He failed the second obstacle a few times on this course. He failed it in the last tournament when it was the wire bridge, but he is through the tire pressure. All right, Diamondback. This is his 4th time taking on this obstacle. Can he finally get it? Jump from 1 to 2, yes. That is good. This is the big one. From 2 to 3, Foamy. He is there. He is just 1 jump away from finally beating 3 obstacles. Foamy. Yes, he has beaten the 3rd obstacle for his first time. He's onto the wire bridge. Just took him out last time. It's considerably harder. And, oh, he lost all of his momentum going from 3 to 4. But I don't think it matters too much to him. It is a personal best for Foamy. At long last, he has finally broken past the 3rd obstacle. Awesome to see. And now at number 21, we have Daddy Cheese's girlfriend. She was the first runner of this era, and she'll participate in the last 3 tournaments here on Halo 5. Cheese's girlfriend making her way across the tire pressure, and very nicely done. Cheese's girlfriend also failed the wire bridge in the last turn. Oh, almost failed the mount. She failed this Diamondback here in tournament 18. Let's see how she does here. Good jump onto the second one. This jump onto the third diamond is a little farther out, so it's a little trickier. Goes for it. Oh, and she goes too high. Cannot get onto the third diamond. Unfortunate. But we do have to move on to number 22. It is Shadowrun 132. Another competitor that debuted in the last tournament. He went down on the wire bridge as well. Again, it's weird to think that so many competitors failed the second obstacle in the last tournament, and now that obstacle's been moved to the 4th. Shadowrun going across the tire pressure on the verge of our personal best, and there it is. He's gotten it. It is all personal best from here out. As he's onto the Diamondback, gets a save jump on that second diamond, goes for the 3rd. Oh, wow, he cut his sprint there. That was super weird, but he landed it, and now he's onto the obstacle that took him out last time, the wire bridge. He's got a good rhythm going. Oh, he got caught on the fourth one, and he couldn't get the distance to the fifth. And Shadowrun fails the wire bridge for his second tournament in a row. Him and Foamy have that unfortunate distinction. But it's time to move on to number 23. It is Halo Fan 17. He failed the Tombstones in Tournament 18 and the Diamondback last time. Another competitor young in their jumping career, still kind of figuring things out. See how he does here in his third appearance. First obstacle is no problem again. He's on to the new second obstacle. Speeding his way along, and he is good. On to the Diamondback. He failed the mount in the last tournament, and he got a save jump, and he fell off of it. And Halo Fan, 2 tournaments in a row, fails the mount of the Diamondback. That is truly unfortunate. That's not the jump you're supposed to be failing on that obstacle, but he's found a way to fail it twice in a row. But we do move on to number 24. This is Robotic Pie. He's been in tournaments 13, 14, and 17. So he's bit on and off. He missed the last 2 tournaments, but he's back, and he's through the Mystic Timbers onto the tire pressure. So far, this hasn't caused too many problems. You just keep your speed up, and it's not too bad, it appears, and that's what Robotic has done. He's onto the Diamondback. This took him out in tournament 17. But he beat this obstacle in tournament 13, so he's 50-50. Can he get on the right side of the coin here? Gets to jump to the second diamond, taking some time here. Big lag spike, but he is on to the third diamond, just the dismount to go, and he is through. And now for another obstacle he has not seen before, the wire bridge. Can Robotic nail this? He is taking these one at a time, it appears. That is definitely the safety first method, but I choose at the clock. Look at the clock tick down. He's already down to a minute. You want to be about making the trampoline jump on the Dragon Glider at this point, but he's speeding along, going for those last couple jumps in a row, and he gets it. He's the first competitor onto the Dragon Glider today. Robotic Pie goes for the trampoline, and he comes up short. He failed the trampoline jump in tournament 13 on the Baby Dragon. He now has a trampoline fail on the Dragon Glider. Even with it being made easier, doesn't mean it's a guarantee. In fact, I'd still say it's pretty tricky personally, but we'll see how the rest of our challengers handle it as we move on to number 25, the first competitor celebrating their 20th appearance today. It is Bubba Ace. Truly one of the great runs to watch on this course. He always just gives it his best, and it's not an Irish Warrior tournament if I don't bring up his tournament 3 run. Truly his breakout moment in jumping. We'll see if he can get another one here. Last tournament did not go his way. He went down here on the Diamondback. He's had a bit of a rivalry with this obstacle. He's failed it 3 times before. He gets onto the second one. He failed the mount last time, so he's already done better than last time. Going forward the third, and he is there. Just the dismount to go. Bubba Ace is through 3 obstacles and now onto the wire bridge. 76 seconds left. Is speeding his way along. He's on the 5th, goes for the 6th, and he flies over the pole. That is unfortunate. It's the difficulty if you try and connect them all in a row. You know, you're in a lose-lose situation. You either take your time and lose a bunch of time, or you speed through and risk missing a jump like Bubba just did. But we have to move on to number 26. This is Drew TV. He's already through the first obstacle. Drew has had some struggles with early stage 1. His last 4 appearances, he's yet to beat 4 obstacles. And now he's onto the Diamondback. He has failed this obstacle a few times, despite being the first competitor to ever defeat this obstacle in Tournament 10. But he's onto the 3rd diamond, going for the dismount, and he is across. And now Drew onto the wire bridge. Just watch Bubba and a few others fail here. He is speeding his way along, almost overjumped that 5th one. Smart to stick the 6th one after he almost missed that 5th one. Takes some time to set up. He lands that 7th pole. Taking a lot of setup time there, though. Maybe a little bit too much, but he is through. He's got a minute left. He's going for the Dragon Glider. Hits the trampoline and lands the barrel. He's the first competitor onto the roll today. Drew TV with 50 seconds left. He's just got to get through this and then speed through the last 3 obstacles if he wants to clear. Drew, the barrel's rolling really slow. He goes for the transfer, and he comes up short. That looked like a carbon copy of what we saw from Daddy Cheese in the last tournament. We'll have to get another look at that one. It was a little weird. See, he was so far up on the barrel, it slows it down. you want to be towards the back of the barrel, at least when you go for the transfer. It gives you the max space to get the run up. And as you can see, the barrel was rolling back, and he did not get the maximum distance to get a full sprint jump. And because of that, he came up short, and that is unfortunate for Drew TV. But we do move on to number 27, Spartan Walnut 71. He is probably one of many competitors, but yeah, he's pretty happy to not see the buoy tilt here today because he's failed that in each of the last 2 tournaments. He has failed the 4th obstacle in each of his 4 previous appearances. So we'll see what happens here today. First things first, he's got to get there. Don't take your eye off the prize here, Walnut. First 2 obstacles are no problems for him. And now he is on to the Diamondback. This would be his 5th time trying this obstacle. Oh my goodness, he landed super low in that 3rd diamond. That was a little sketchy, but he is okay and he is through. And now, this is the wire bridge. This is in fact the 4th obstacle. But he beat this obstacle in the last tournament when it was the 2nd obstacle. It's on the 5th, 6th, 7th, goes for a sprint jump off, and he is there. It's a personal best for Walnut. No matter what, he's on to the Dragon Glider. He's failed the Baby Dragon twice before. So I'm sure he's not happy to see 2 rollers, but he is on it. And now rolling on down. 55 seconds left. First one is a 4-degree track, and he gets a save jump, and he falls off the back. Oh, Walnut. He failed that exact same roller in Tournament 16. If you recall, the original Baby Dragon was a 5-degree track, and then it got nerfed to a 4-degree track in Tournament 16, and that is what he failed in that tournament. He's failed it again here in Tournament 20. Tough scene there, but we do move on to Snoz. Making his 15th appearance, Snoz, another competitor happy to see the buoy tilt go. He's failed it in 3 of his last 4 appearances, but he has practiced a lot for this tournament, so we'll see if this hard work can pay off. Snoz's first 2 obstacles are no sweat for him. Now he's on the Diamondback. He's failed this a few times, and oh, whoa, he almost went a little too far there on that 2nd diamond, but he is okay. Going for the 3rd, lands that no problem. Going for the dismount, and he is across. Snoz with 80 seconds left. He's moving at a solid pace as he's on the wire bridge. This obstacle definitely can zap some time, as we've seen, but he is speeding across, and he is through. Best time to this point. Snoz is onto the Dragon Glider. Snoz goes for the trampoline, and he lands it. This is the obstacle that took him out 2 tournaments ago. He has not beaten the 5th obstacle in this era. In fact, he's not beaten the 5th obstacle since all the way back in Tournament 3. Snoz goes for the transfer, and he has gotten it beautifully. First competitor onto the 2nd track today. He is moving along nicely, gets a save jump, a 2nd one, goes for the dismount, and that was absolutely textbook from Snoz. He is onto the escape wall. He is not up in 1. Unfortunate. He's got to reset, go for a 2nd try. And he is up. He's got enough time, I think. 27 seconds left. Snoz goes for the pipe vault. And he comes up short, lands on the stopper guardrail on the right side. Oh, Snoz had his eyes on the finish line. Just 2 obstacles stood in his way from a remarkable clear, but still a really good run. The first competitor to get through the Dragon Glider today. I think he came up short here because he didn't take advantage of the full run up here on the pipe vault. Bit unfortunate as he just barely came up short of landing the pole. But you know, it's the difficulty of the obstacle. It's really hard to get that full jump and land on the pole. But this takes him to his good pal, number 29. This is Gotenks, making his 17th appearance. He has the most previous appearances without a stage 1 clear. Gotenks does at 16. We'll see if number 17 is the charm. Gotenks quickly through that first obstacle, the Mystic Timbers, on across the tires, and no issues there. Gotenks onto the Diamondback. This era has gone reasonably well for Gotenks. He did fail the buoy tilt in the last tournament, but otherwise he's done pretty decent. He's had his troubles with the big dragons. He's failed 4 different dragon obstacles, as well as the pipe vault twice. We'll see what happens here today as he is onto the wire bridge. This is replacing the buoy tilt as the 4th obstacle. He's going along nicely onto the bigger jumps, and he is across. Gotenks climbing up those stairs, getting ready for the Dragon Glider. Whoa! I'm like, okay. I'm like, you're gonna fly a mile over the trampoline Gotenks, but he is onto the roller, rolling his way down on that first track facing forward. And, oh, he tried to walk it all the way down, and it looked like he was in a position where he probably needed a save jump. He didn't take it, and it cost him. But this takes us to number 30, Soul Reaper 1025. He's got his fellow Brit, Stray Felix, on the starting platform there with him. He will run later. Soul missed the last tournament, but 2 tournaments ago he failed the Dragon Glider. 3 tournaments ago he got all the way to the Swivel Swing. He has knocked on the door of getting to Stage 2 in this era a few times. So we'll see if today's the day. Soul into the Diamondback. He's on that second one, going quickly for the third. He is on it, going for that dismount. And well done there. Now for the Wire Bridge. He did not face this ever before because it debuted in the last tournament and he did not compete. But he is onto the 6th, landed super far onto it. Barely made the dismount, but he is across and he is at a rapid pace to this point. Soul Reaper goes for the Dragon Glider and he misses the trampoline. Oh, unfortunate for Soul. Because that trampoline's been made easier does not mean it's guaranteed, like I said before. It's still a difficult jump. But this takes us to number 31, Ump Double Ump, making his 3rd appearance after 13 tournaments in the shadows. He came back in the last tournament, had a really good run going, but unfortunately went down on the pipe vault. Of course, in tournament 5, he got all the way to stage 3, went down on the Precision Pyramid, one of just 2 people to ever fail that obstacle. Him and Flame are in the Precision Pyramid Club, but Ump is quickly and smoothly through the first 2 obstacles, gets a save jump on that first diamond, slightly concerning. Oh, another save jump on the second diamond. Ump is kind of scaring me here a little bit on this Diamondback. He got another save jump on the third. A little time consuming, but you know what? He got through it, and that's what matters. Ump now going across these wires. Almost went a little far in that third one. And, oh, he's going to stop on the 5th one. Go right for the 6th, the 7th, and the dismount, and he is across. Ump had a crazy technique here for the Dragon Glider last time. Oh, he's not stopping to line it up this time. He goes right for it with a little bit more traditional technique, and it's cost him. Ump Double Ump out on the trampoline jump of the Dragon Glider. That is unfortunate. But this takes us to number 32. This man wore number 32 in the last tournament, and he did tremendous. Chumpy got all the way to the Giga Cliffhanger last time, finished in 4th place. He would normally be a night run, but to be honest with you, I didn't even put him in the run order. I didn't think he'd make this tournament because he went to college. But he ended up actually being able to get on right towards the end of the tournament time and be able to get a run in. And by the time he ran, all the night runs were gone, and I didn't have any for him. Sorry to break the illusion of all the runs being filmed in order, but that's just kind of the way it is. But anyways, Chumpy, hoping to channel that number 32 good luck. Worked for him last tournament, worked for Fireball in tournament 15, and see if it worked for him here again. Oh, a bit of lag jumping onto the Diamondback. That was a little terrifying. Chumpy speeding his way along. Obviously, he has a little bit of rust going, considering he's had a whole semester at college between his last appearance and this one. But Chumpy now going a little bit diagonal. He did this in the last tournament on the Wire Bridge. It's a little scary. And, oh my goodness, Chumpy! He is out on the Wire Bridge. What a disappointment. He's gone from the 4th obstacle stage 3 back to the 4th obstacle stage 1. That's why last tournament was such a great bounce back. He failed the buoy tilt just 2 tournaments ago. I don't think this technique was very good here on the Wire Bridge. He was doing all the side to side, trying to rush on through. And it makes the angles and the distance of the jumps very awkward, and he just flew over that 6th pole. We saw Bubba do that earlier on that exact jump. And unfortunately, Chumpy out on just the 4th obstacle today. I had higher hopes for him. That is a little unfortunate, but hopefully we will see him bounce back in Tournament 21. As we move on to number 33, it is Caden Bogard. Again, the run order had to be shuffled, so I think Caden Bogard is better than Chumpy. It's just kind of the way it's all fallen out. But Caden failed the Dragon Glider in the last tournament. And he is moving along these tires, and he is good. Caden finally broke the curse of the buoy tilt in the last turn. Another competitor that has struggled mightily with that obstacle. Has to be thrilled that that obstacle's gone. Almost went too far in that third diamond. Goes to the dismount and just about makes it. It was a little closer than I thought. But he is onto the wire bridge. And Caden's moving his way along here pretty smooth. Looking pretty good. Oh, he almost came up short of that final wire. Gets a couple save jumps, sets up, goes to the dismount, and he's across. Now Caden will take on the Dragon Glider. Took him out in the last tournament. And he gets a trampoline. Caden, now it's time to roll on down. He's got 56 seconds on the clock. This is reasonably good time. Caden gets a save jump, a second one. He waits for it to stop. He goes to the transfer, and that was very well done. 45 seconds left for Caden Bogart. Gets an early save jump here on the second track that rolls faster. He gets up to 3 save jumps, goes to the dismount, and he's across. 35 seconds on the clock. He goes to the escape wall. And he is up in 1. Caden, this is far and away a personal best for him as he goes for the pipe vault. It took out Snoz, but he lands the pole, falls forward, goes for the swivel swing, and he is on it. The first competitor onto it today. 20 seconds left. He should have enough time. He went for that first jump a little early, but he's just got to keep it moving, and he should have a chance to clear. He goes tremendously early for the third, and Caden is out on the swivel swing. Just 2 jumps away from the stage 1 finish line. Just went so early on that jump from swing 2 to swing 3. If he had waited just a little bit more to let it rotate around, he would have had a chance, I think. But still a great run for Caden, and hopefully a run that'll give him some confidence for going forward, because he knows he can beat stage 1 now for sure. But now at number 34, it is Daddy Cheese. We talked about his Dragon Glider fail earlier with Drew TV. He failed the Dragon Glider in the last tournament. Cheese making his 16th appearance. So many attempts at this course without clearing stage 1. He's a competitor that's more than capable of doing it. It just hasn't worked out for him. Maybe today's the day as he's going across these diamonds pretty quickly. Beats his girlfriend again. And now he's on to the wire bridge. Cheese speeding along. To the 6th, the 2 big jumps now, and no sweat for him. He's at a good pace at this point. 71 seconds as he goes for the Dragon Glider. Cheese lands on the barrel, and now it's time to roll on down. Gotta keep your speed up here. Be smart about the transfer. I'm sure he's thinking about what happened last time and how to adjust, but he didn't even get to the transfer. Cheese is out on the Dragon Glider. 2 tournaments in a row. 3 out of 4 tournaments. Cheese is out. That is so disappointing. But we move on to number 35. It's El Booker Taco. He has failed the Dragon Glider in 2 consecutive tournaments. He does have 2 stage 1 clears to show for himself in tournaments 11 and 15, but he's definitely a competitor that seems to knock on the door a lot and not get the job done for whatever reason on this course like he does on others. But he is speeding his way through these first 3 obstacles. I've talked about it before. For whatever reason, tournament 14, when he timed out by 1400ths of a second, it seems to have just flipped a switch for him, and he is just super fast now on this course. Look at him go across the wire bridge. Wow. Very fast pace again to the Dragon Glider. This is taking him out 2 tournaments in a row, though. Booker goes to the trampoline. He's gotten that. And now the roll. Can he figure this out? Looking towards stage 2 and 3. Gets a save jump, a second one. Does a good job riding it out, and he gets the transfer. Booker now going for that second track. 45 seconds left. He gets a save jump. Second one. Goes a little early for the dismount, but he is fine. 38 seconds left, and takes a second to line up. Go for the escape ball. He is up in 1. 33 seconds left. He goes right for the pipe vault. He lands it, but the pole is stuck. He's moving the pole back. No, Booker. Okay, the timer faded out a little late there, but he was just dead to rights. He got the pole moving backwards, and that's just a tough scene. I wonder how much of it was due to a weird run up there. He basically got right out of the goose and went for it. Almost landed too clean on the pole. When it gets stuck like that, you need to move towards the back of the pole and get the pole moving forward. And unfortunately, when you stay on the front of the pole like that, While it's great for when the pole's moving forward, it does tend to shift momentum moving backwards. And unfortunately, Booker's learned that the hard way, and he is down on the pipe vault. But we move on to number 36. It's Spenny 37. Just missing the 37 number. But Spenny unfortunately went down on the buoy tilt in the last tournament. But another competitor that has knocked on the doorstep of clearing a few times. We'll see if Spenny can pull it all together today. 35 competitors have gone. No one's figured it out yet. Maybe Spenny's the guy, as he is going across the tires. And again, another competitor just cruising through. That new obstacle not really posing too many problems. He's onto the Diamondback. This one's always tricky. But Spenny handling it well enough, gets a save jump on the third. Well enough, I thought, and then he made it very scary on the third, but he gets through. And now onto the wire bridge. Killer going across smoothly, connecting them all. Goes for these sprint jumps, it looks like, and he is through. Well done. Connected it all. 65 seconds going for the Dragon Glider. Killer to man, Spenny 37. I mean, I kind of use those names interchangeably. He's the same guy. He's still a really good jumper, and he is on that first roller of the Dragon Glider. Gets a save jump. Second one. Oh, he gets a third. Almost went too far forward, but he got a good jump off the front of the barrel. Well done. 42 seconds left as he's rolling down this second track. It's a save jump. Second one. Takes the third. Goes for the dismount. Well done. 33 seconds. He needs to get up the escape wall here in one, and he does. 30 seconds left. He's going right for the pipe vault as well. And he comes up short. He gets a save jump off the support pole, but that is all for naught. That's why it's black, because it is out of bounds, and you are not allowed to touch it. Unfortunate, just looked like he didn't get a big enough jump to land that first pole, and unfortunately that is another close call for Spenny 37. I feel like a clear for him is going to come sooner rather than later, but it will have to wait for next time at the very least. As we move on to number 37, he had some Brit support, Hunter and a couple others that I wasn't really paying attention to, unfortunately, but Strafe Helix off for his 18th appearance. He has been Mr. Swivel Swing. He has failed that obstacle so many times, but he does have one Stage 1 clear in this era, Tournament 16, and hopefully he can use that run to kind of figure it all out, channel a good run. Now, unfortunately, he did fail the pipe vault in the last tournament, so he's hoping to get through that and then somehow land that final jump that has given him so many problems. First things first, it's the wire bridge. He's going across pretty smooth, connecting those big jumps, and he is across. Now, Strafe Helix going for the Dragon Glider. Strafe lands the barrel. Well done. Now it's time to roll on down. Strafe looking sideways, keeping himself in a good rhythm, gets a save jump. He stands up. He tries to save jump outward, and it's cost him. Strafe Helix out on the Dragon Glider. Another step backwards for him today. That is unfortunate. The Dragon Glider is definitely doing some damage today. Pretty surprising. Like I said, I made that trampoline jump earlier, but a lot of competitors struggling with that first roller for whatever reason. But we move on to number 38. It is Petrillo Fam 4. A bit surprising to see him this early at this point. To think that 3 tournaments ago, he was, Tournament 16, I guess I should say. Tournament 16, he failed 2 jumps short of the final stage. Since then, it's been a bit of a downward trajectory, where number 50 in Tournament 17 failed the ball glider and has had 2 consecutive trampoline jump on the Dragon Glider fails. We'll see if Petrillo can right the ship here today, as he is speeding along the tires and through that no problem. Petrillo, lowest number he's had in a while. He's been so good in this on this course. He's just, hopefully today's the day he figures it out, as he's through the Diamondback onto the wire bridge. Petrillo moving along nicely, connecting them all. Oh, nope, he's going to stop on that white one. I don't blame him. That is smart. Give yourself the best jumps possible for those last 2, and he's across. He's got 68 seconds, plenty of time. Going for the trampoline. It's taking him out 2 in a row, but not today. Petrillo is on the first barrel of the Dragon Glider. He's beaten this obstacle before in Tournament 17, so we'll see how he handles this. He does these multitude of save jumps. He's done this before on the Baby Dragon as well, but he gets the transfer at least. And now, on that second roller, he's getting a few more save jumps. Petrillo is across, and he is onto the escape wall. Goes for his first attempt, but he runs into the wall a little bit. That's unfortunate. Second attempt, not very good either. He might be jumping. You just need to kind of boost yourself up the wall. Petrillo is not close here. He needs to get up here urgently. He started on the wall on that one. Petrillo is having a meltdown here. Fifth attempt looked really good, but he is short. Petrillo, oh my god, sixth attempt is short. And now he's using the full run-up. This is not his normal technique. He is panicking. Seventh attempt is no good. Petrillo, 8 attempts, and he's still not up. Going for attempt number 9. He's into the goose. He didn't get out in time. That is ruled an escape wall timeout. He didn't get out of the mongoose in time to complete the obstacle. That is unbelievable. Petrillo fam 4 out on the escape wall. We've seen almost nobody struggle with that obstacle yet today. And Petrillo fam 4, oh, he's going to try and continue. And he failed to jump onto the pipe vault. Crazy circumstances here for Petrillo. I have no idea what's happened to him, but suddenly he is truly in a slump. 3 stage 1 fails in a row. Hopefully he can right the ship here once we go to Infinite, because this is unfortunate. We know how good Petrillo really is. But this takes us to number 39. This is Smokey Massacre. Smokey, another competitor that's failed stage 1 in each of the last 2 tournaments. He failed the swivel swing dismount in tournament 18 and failed the pipe vault in the last tournament. Last tournament was really unfortunate. He felt really good about getting to stage 3, maybe even making a push to beat it. And unfortunately, it was the pipe vault that took him out. But new tournament, back to stage 1 for Smokey. Hopefully today's the day he gets out of the hole, as he is speeding his way across the Diamondback, going for the chumpy dismount, and he is across. Smokey moving with urgency as he's on the 4th pole. 5, 6, 7, going for the dismount, and he is across. And very good pace to the Dragon Glider. It's an obstacle he's not really struggled with in the past. He's never failed a dragon obstacle in this course. And Smokey lands the trampoline, and now rolling on down, looking forward. A lot of ways to do this. Smokey's found his way, it looks like. He's not getting any save jumps. Beautiful control, at least on the first track. The second track is a different story. It goes a little faster, it's a little steeper. But he's hanging in there, it looks like. No save jumps. Almost went for that dismount a little early. Doesn't matter now. He's across. 42 seconds left. Takes a second to line up. He's never been great at the escape wall, but he's up in 1 today. That's got to be very motivating after watching Petrillo fail the escape wall. But he's onto the pipe vault. He lands the first pole, going for the solo swing. This jump took him out last time, but he's on it today. 26 seconds left. Smokey with plenty of time. When he failed this obstacle in tournament 18, he had almost no time. But today he's got plenty of time to set up for this last jump. Smokey goes for it, and he is across. Beautifully done from Smokey Massacre, and he has become our first finisher of the day. He has done this a few times now. For whatever reason, it seems like when we get to Smokey and no one is cleared, Smokey is the man to deliver and be the first man into stage 2. I think this is the 4th time I can think of where Smokey is the first clear of the tournament, and that was very well done all around. But the question is, can his pal Hunter Unit 751 join him? And oh my goodness, he's got a Timmy helmet on, and he's doing my intro. My goodness, this is a little different from Hunter Unit 751. Maybe he's trying to channel good luck from the course host or something. I really couldn't tell you. But Hunter, another competitor that's failed stage 1 in each of the last 2 tournaments. Hunter hoping to make this a special run. This is his last run on Halo 5. A lot of courses have moved to Infinite already, and Hunter kind of waited until the very end to do this run. This is his final run on this game, hoping to make it impactful. That's why he changed his helmet, I guess. We'll see what Hunter can do here as he is going across the diamonds, going for the 3rd, and now going for the dismount. And he is across. No problems. He's never had an issue with that obstacle, and that will continue. He's now onto the wire bridge. It's taking out a few heavyweights here today. It's taken out Chumpy is definitely the biggest catch it has. But no issues for Hunter. Well done. He's got 70 seconds here for the Dragon Glider. Ooh, man, he almost walked off that top level. Sets up here, though. Goes for the trampoline, and he has gotten that. And now rolling on down. Hunter getting a save jump. Second save jump. Going for the transfer. He is good. Time looking pretty good as well. He stood up there for a second, but then wisely crouched. Gives you more surface area to stay on that barrel. Stays a little back on the barrel. Oh man, that was close, but he is across. 37 seconds. Going for the escape wall, and he's up in one. Hunter with a lot of time, 31 seconds, takes a second to focus himself with a pipe vault. He almost pulled a booker. He almost went too far, but he wisely gets to the back of the pole to force it forward. Goes for the transfer, and he is on to the swivel swing. Expertly done. This is the obstacle that took him out last time. He went crisscross here, but he is wisely staying on the right side, it looks like, at least in the first jump. This is the jump that took him out last time. He stays on the right side, and he gets it. 8 seconds left. Hunter with just the final jump to go. He is waiting a long time. Hunter goes for it, and somehow makes it. Whoa. Hunter, I don't know how he pulled that one off, but Hunter will end his Halo 5 career with at least a trip to stage 2. But man, that final jump, he made that one exciting. He waited a long time to go for that jump, but he somehow pulled it off. Oh, he's doing more of my crouching. How interesting is that? It appears that him doing the crouching and all that, it has worked in his favor. The Irish warrior gods have smiled upon him for that one, I guess, for whatever reason. But anyways, yeah, he made this jump that took him out in the last tournament. Smartly staying to one side after his errors in the last tournament. Then here on the final jump, he probably should have jumped about here. But instead, he kind of just waited, got a massive whip off the pole. It just appeared he wasn't 100% set against the pole to get the maximum run up. And thankfully, he was able to get a huge jump even with the pole not in optimum position. Hunter was able to get to that platform, hit the buzzer, and we will see Hunter again on the second stage. And this takes us to the final 10. We have Smokey and Hunter clearing. So far, we'll hopefully have a few more join them. We'll see how many, though. As we move on to number 41, it is Super Ninja Jake 2. Jake's number got boosted up a little bit. We heard about, or I told you about how Chumpy's number got knocked down a little bit because I didn't expect him to compete. Jake actually is a semi-alternate for Sunnyside Splash, who unfortunately was unable to participate in this tournament. Super Ninja Jake would have been a mid-30s competitor, but he got moved up here to fill the void of Sunnyside Splash. Hopefully we'll see him on Infinite. But Jake, hoping to make this landmark 10th appearance a good one. He has one Stage 1 clear to show for himself in Tournament 17. I thought it would be maybe the start of a run of form, but last two tournaments have not gone his way. See how Jake does here as he's smoothly across the first two obstacles. Jake definitely taking on a big role here. You know, I'm sure he didn't really expect to get a night run in this tournament, but this is the position he's in, and now he's on to the wire bridge. Through this one. Again, connecting it all. It's super impressive if he can pull off all those jumps, and he is across very quickly. Super Ninja Jake going for the Dragon Glider. This is the obstacle to come out last time, and he gets onto the barrel. He failed the transfer in the last tournament. Let's see if Jake can pull it all together and figure it out here as he gets a save jump. Second one, getting a multitude. Third, goes for the transfer. He gets it. Oh my goodness, it almost went too far, but he is okay. That was a little close there. He got a lot of speed off that first barrel, but now he's staying very far forward. Not too many save jumps here. Now he gets 3 at the very end of the track. All a little close, but he is good. 39 seconds going for the escape wall. Not up in one. Jake's got to focus up here. Go for the second attempt, and he is up. 31 seconds left. Super Ninja Jake backing up, getting ready for the pipe vault. Lands that, falling forward, going for the swivel swing. He's gotten it. This is the obstacle that took him out 2 tournaments ago. He's also failed it in tournament 15, so he's 1 of 3 on it. He'd love to get back to 50-50 and get another stage 1 clear. 12 seconds left for Super Ninja Jake. He's just got to keep moving here a little bit. He'll hear the klaxon as he lands the third swing. He's got to go a little bit. 5 seconds left. Super Ninja Jake going for the dismount. gets there and gets the buzzer. Super Ninja Jake 2, his second stage 1 clear with 1.24 seconds left. He's got Tricky Cyrus down there. He'll be running next. He's happy for him. And, you know, I think we should all be happy for him. That was just a great run. He's another one of those competitors that has done really well on other courses. Doesn't have that many stage 1 clears to show for himself here on Irish Warrior, but he will get his second chance at the second stage today. And now through the art of movie magic, Tricky Cyrus has gone from the end of stage 1 to the start. Tricky Cyrus got through stage 1 for his second time in the last tournament and went down on the ball glider. He is 0 for 2 on that obstacle. He'd love to have a third opportunity to face that obstacle here today, but first things first, it is the first stage. Tricky Cyrus, a competitor who has achieved total victory on Spartan Ninja Warrior. He's done so well on other courses, getting to stage 3's final stages. For whatever reason, this course, the best he's done is the third obstacle. Oh my goodness, he's going for the chumpy dismount, and he barely makes it. Yeah, best he's done, third obstacle, stage 2. He'd love to better that here today, but can't look forward too much. He does that sometimes, so hopefully he's focused here on the obstacle at hand, which is the wire bridge currently, and he's through that. And now, climbing his way up the stairs, going for the Dragon Glider. Tricky Cyrus going for that easier trampoline jump. It's still been tricky, and he gets a save jump. I realized I used tricky multiple times there. Sorry about that. Disregard bad commentator. Anyways, 57 seconds left. He is rolling his way down, standing up, getting a save jump, going for that transfer, and he is across. 50 seconds left. Tricky rolling that second barrel pretty slow, keeping really good control on it. Gets one save jump, goes for the dismount. He is across. Well done. 39 seconds going for the escape wall. Oh, very late boarding the goose, but he is up in one. 32 seconds left. He's going for the pipe vault. Tricky comes up short. Another competitor failing to mount onto the pipe vault. Tricky looks like he just barely jumped a little early, and he might have been leaning a little bit too far to the right. That's the other thing. You not only need distance, you need accuracy to jump on it and jump straight. It looked like he might have been just a little bit off to the side. Pushed the pole away from him, unfortunately. But now we're on to number 43. This is Alpha Puma. I don't know why I just let him redo his intro, but you know, that there's some behind the scenes for you. And I guess yeah, I don't know. Well, sure, whatever. Puma got 2 zoom-in shots, but Puma's been really good. But suddenly, he has returned to form on this course. Last 2 tournaments beating Stage 1. Especially impressive in Tournament 18 when he was one of just 5 people to beat Stage 1 in a very difficult tournament. But then he followed it up with another clear last time, but like Tricky Cyrus, he's 0 for 2 on the ball glider. Would love to get another crack at it as he's going here on the Diamondback. And going for the third diamond. Slid a little far down on that one, but he is okay. Going for the dismount. No sweat there. 80 seconds as he's going here for the wire bridge. See if Captain Save Jump, as he's been dubbed, will do any save jumps on this, but it looks like he is just going right across. Beautifully done. No save jumps or no stopping anything there. And whoa, he's using the right side of the run up here for the Dragon Glider trampoline, but it has worked for him. A little interesting, we saw Hump kind of try and take an angled run up earlier, and it didn't work for him. He is doing a lot of wiggle waggling. We've seen Flame and a couple of people do this before, but Puma gets it to work on that first track. See if it works here on the second one, though. Puma rolling down, hanging in there. Captain Save Jump, he doesn't need any save jumps on the Dragon Glider. Again, well done. 35 seconds going for the escape wall, up in 1. Now got 2 obstacles in front of him between 3 stage 1 clears in a row. Pipe vault, he lands it, goes for the swivel swing, he is on it. 23 seconds left. Puma getting a lot of whip off the pole, very impressive. He goes super early, and he gets onto the third swing. Plenty of time, 15 seconds, he goes early for the dismount, and he comes up short. Puma was just 1 jump away from 3 stage 1 clears in a row. But he just was moving too fast on this. He did not let the swings rotate around to their maximum position. That first swing, he went way early, probably 10 o'clock on the clock face. The second jump, he went probably 10:30 on the clock face. And then this third one, This dismount, I mean, he gets it to go a little bit farther around, but he probably jumps at about 11 o'clock. If he had waited another second, maybe even a second and a half, that jump would have been a lot easier. He's had no problems with that jump before, but unfortunately it has gotten him today. And this takes us to number 44. It is RPG 445. Rog had a personal best in the last tournament, but he also had a heartbreaker. He was right on the doorstep of stage 3, but unfortunately fell in the water a few walls short on the supermarket. See if Rog can, first things first, beat the stage 1, but maybe make a push for stage 3 with the supermarket right there behind him. I know he's got his sights set on hitting that buzzer at the end of that obstacle. But first, it's the tire pressure, which again has been very little trouble for our competitors, and he is across that, going for the Diamondback. Lands a little low on that second one, but he's good. For the third, no problems there. Dismount, and he is across. Rog onto the wire bridge. Looks like he is going to try and connect all these as well. He is onto the 2 big jumps. Oh, no, he's going to stop on that 7th pole. He gets a few save jumps there, goes to the dismount, and he is across. Rog climbing his way up, going for the Dragon Glider. This trampoline has been tricky. Oh my goodness, he landed so far back on the trampoline. Rog appears I don't know what happened, but he just jumped super early there. And Rog in the water on the Dragon Glider. That is a personal worst for Rog, following his personal best. Super disappointing, but I hope he'll be able to bounce back in the next tournament. In the meantime, though, we have number 45, Sonic Fan 10193. Again, abusing the sign there and doing the old death countdown intro there. But Sonic then punched Joey in the water. Sonic has been on a roll in Era 3 to think. In Eras 1 and 2, he had no Stage 1 clears to his name. He has been on fire lately. However, he has 3 Stage 2 fails in a row. Well, let's see if he can just get through Stage 1 first. Then we'll worry about Stage 2 later on if he can get to that point. Diamondback is what he is on now, and he is moving quickly across this. And no problems there. And now it's his turn for the wire bridge. He did a little bit of the jumpy diagonal there on the jump from 1 to 2, but it appears he is now going right down the middle, controlling his trajectory beautifully. Well done there. And now is time for the Dragon Glider. You just watched Rog fail the tramp, but he will not. Sonic Fan, with 63 seconds left, will look forward here for this roll down. Sonic looking good, going for the transfer. He is across. His time's looking really good as well. If he can just figure this obstacle out, he's in good position, keeping it in really good control. Going for the dismount, and he is across. 40 seconds left. He's on the escape wall. You watched Petrullo fail this earlier. This is the only obstacle that's taken him out in this era. He took 5 seconds or so to set up, but he gets up the wall in 1. 31 seconds left, going right for the pipe vault. It's a little risky, but he lands the first pole, goes for the swivel swing, lands it with no issues. 23 seconds left. He gets a ton of whip off that first pole, and now punching it around. Good jump, and he's onto the third pole. 1 jump to go. Sonic goes for it, and he is across. Sonic Fan gets another Stage 1 clear. That is 5 in a row for him, and that is 8 out of the last 9 tournaments. Sonic is truly on fire all of a sudden on Irish Warriors first stage. And he'll be moving on. We will see if his fellow Texas Longhorn fan, Flame-O-Saurus, can join him. Flame broke through in the last tournament in multiple ways. He broke the even-numbered curse. The odd-numbered curse, where he didn't clear in odd-numbered tournaments. He finally cleared in Tournament 19 and got all the way to Stage 3 for his second time. Went down in the discus throw, which was unfortunate. But Flame knows he can get to Stage 3, and we'll see if he can get back there, maybe make a little bit of a deeper run there today, as he is moving smoothly here. Got a bit of a slide down on that third diamond, but nothing to panic too much about. Flame making his way across the wire bridge. This is pretty similar to the bungee bridge he had on his course for about 1 tournament. I say about, it was in his course for 1 tournament. I don't know why I'm approximating, but anyways, Flame onto the Dragon Glider. Gets a good trampoline jump. We'll Let's see if he will do his usual walk strat. He's usually a little erratic here, especially towards the bottom of the tracks. Here, yep, look at that. He is all over the place, but he somehow keeps himself under control. Almost over jumped that second barrel. We've seen a couple people almost do that today for whatever reason, but Flame looking good here on the second track. Will wiggle waggle, get a save jump, and get off of it. 39 seconds left. Flame now facing the escape wall. Up in one, no problem. 34 seconds left. Flame onto the pipe vault. He goes for it, lands the first pull, falling forward, goes for the solo swing, lands that left side beautifully. 24 seconds left. Flame, he's going to crisscross left to right. This is dangerous. This is how Hunter failed in the last tournament. He smartly stays to the right side there on the jump from 2 to 3 though. And now just the dismount to go. He runs in the pole and gets off of it. And Flame will beat the Klaxon. 10.81 seconds left. Flame has Schnoz there to celebrate. Oh, well, that was a heck of a punch from Flame to punch Schnoz in the water. But Flame will move on yet again to stage 2. And it's now time for number 47. This is Cobra. It's kind of amazing to think Cobra began his career with a very disappointing start. 7 straight stage 1 clears. He's followed that up with 4 really good runs in a row. He failed the Super Launch in Tournament 16, 2 consecutive Stage 3 appearances, including a first place in Tournament 18. Last time, shockingly, failed to jump to the pole on the Pandora's Box. He's hoping to get to 5 Stage 1 clears in a row today, as the first 2 obstacles have posed no threat to Cobra. He is moving along nicely and through. Cobra is another one of the competitors that, this is their last Halo 5 run, so he's hoping to make it count, go out of this game with going out on a high note, So he's moving quickly and smoothly across the wire bridge. And now going forward the Dragon Glider. It's been tricky. Cobra lands the trampoline. But now he is rolling on down. 64 seconds left. Cobra always seems to move at a great pace, and this tournament appears to be no exception. Getting some good save jumps there. Going forward the transfer. He is on to the second barrel. Cobra keeping a good rhythm on the second barrel. Gets a save jump. Second one was the dismount. He is across. 44 seconds left. A bit of a strange, almost, wow, he started really close to the wall there on the escape wall, but he still got up. 37 seconds. Pipe vault now. He's failed this once before, but not today. He actually failed it the last time he failed stage 1, and he's actually failed it twice before, so go me. Not looking at the side of the screen, but look at Cobra speed through the swivel swing. Cobra got 1 jump to go, and through with no problems on the swivel swing. Cobra with a very fast time, the fastest time so far, 21.06. And that is 5 stage 1 clears in a row for the man in red. I mean, I guess there's multiple men in red, but he is one of them. So, good for him. But we'll see him in stage 2. And next up at number 48, it is Fireball ZXZ. Fireball finished in 3rd place in the last tournament. He failed the last drop of the rolling stairs. Fireball has twice failed the last obstacle stage 3 in this era. We know Fireball is capable of getting to the final stage. It's just a matter of pulling together just the last few feet of this stage, because, he failed the flying bar in Tournament 16, and then it got pulled after Tournament 17, and he failed the new obstacle, the rolling stairs, in the last tournament. Fireball so far, so good. Went for the chumpy dismount there on the Diamondback, but it was no problem for him. Fireball would have been one of the competitors who probably abused the little hole on the 4th tire of the tire pressure if I didn't ban it, but it is what it is. I guess I'm truly the no fun league when it comes to stuff like that on that obstacle. I wanted people to actually beat that obstacle without going for a crazy tube stage 3 jump. But Fireball lands that trampoline with no problems, and now rolling his way down. Fireball, another competitor walking it forward, keeping a really good rhythm. He gets that transfer. 50 seconds left. Fireball walking it down the faster track. But, you wouldn't think it's any faster by watching the way he's doing this. Very well controlled, and he is across no issues. 38 seconds left, lines up the escape wall, gets up in 1. 34 seconds left. Fireball going for the pipe vault. Lands the first pole. Oh, it fell out from him! And he barely makes it onto the swivel swing, but he got there. Very, very close. Fireball, he might be crisscrossing. No, thankfully he does not go to the crisscross and jump from 2 to 3. Took out Hunter last time. I worry about people going for that. He jumped a little late, but he got a great jump off the pole. Fireball clears with 12.67 seconds left. Fireball will once again move on to the second stage. Really, he had a few close calls here and there, but he did a really good job keeping it under control, and we'll see Fireball yet again into the second stage. And now at number 49, it is the king of Irish Warrior, Weapon Matt, the two-time grand champion. Last tournament was the closest he's come to the final stage since his second total victory. He failed the final jump of the third stage, the first competitor to ever have that unfortunate fate. Matt hoping to get back that jump, make it, and, have a crack at the new Era 3 final stage. First things first, though, it's stage 1. He's only failed the stage once before, back in Tournament 12. Matt looking good here, going across the diamonds. Wins that third one. I wonder if he thought about a jumpy dismount. He kind of had a lot of momentum going and then quickly cut it, so that was interesting. But he is across, going for the wire bridge. Matt controlling it pretty well. On that sixth one, going for the seventh, and he is across. And he gets a spring up to that second stair. That is interesting. He's now got the trampoline on the Dragon Glider. Matt completely over jumps the trampoline. Matt is out on the Dragon Glider. That is absolutely shocking. Matt's second time failing stage 1 and his second time going down at the hands of a trampoline. He failed it in Tournament 12. He landed a little bit too far back and just kind of cut his... It was really hard to say, but he definitely cut his momentum. Didn't get a clean jump off the tramp. This tournament, he completely missed his mark. Barely got a bounce off the trampoline. He flew way too far. He just couldn't get any upward lift off the trampoline. It is stunning. You can kind of see a little crease right there. He should have jumped maybe a half second earlier. Would have landed in the perfect spot. Would have had no problem getting onto that barrel with it made lower. But unfortunately, Matt with just a devastatingly bad trampoline jump, and Matt is out at the hands of the Dragon Glider. Well, that is truly a heartbreaker, a stunner, but we have to move on to number 50. V Snowball V. Hate this gamer tag, but it is what it is. Joey Davis has been on a flat-out roll lately. His last 2 appearances have resulted in him getting all the way to the final stage. Last tournament, he was just like 5 jumps away from achieving total victory. See if Joey can make a push here for the tower yet again. He has the honor of having the last run ever on Halo 5 on this course before he go to Infinite. First 2 obstacles were no issues for him, and now he is on to the Diamondback. Going quickly here, going for that chumpy dismount. We've seen a few people do it, and he is another one to go for it and pull it off. Seems like we've seen an exceptionally high number of chumpy dismounts today for whatever reason off the Diamondback. Don't know why that is, but anyways, Joey is going across the wire bridge, and he is through that. And now he's approaching the jump. He just watched Weapon Matt fail. Joey Davis goes to the tramp, and he's on it. Well done. Really well done there to block out what he just saw and make that jump. Joey is sitting on 11 clears in a row, and obviously it's over the last 12 tournaments because he missed a tournament, so he won't steal the consecutive tournaments record from Matt. He's going for 12 clears in a row. We've never seen it on this course. Joey getting a save jump, second one, setting up, going for the dismount. He's across, 44 seconds left as he goes for the escape wall. Gets into the goose, up in 1, 39 on the clock. He's got plenty of time here for the last 2 obstacles. First things first, the pipe vault. It's been tricky. Falls forward, he goes for the swivel swing, and he lands that left side. 30 seconds left. Joey with plenty of time left, and he is flying through this. Look at the pace he's moving at. Joey Davis goes to the dismount. He is there. 20.97 seconds left. A really good time. But unfortunately for him, it is 9/100ths of a second too slow to take the fastest time from Cobra. That is a really tight race between those two. Kind of amazing how close the gap between fastest and second fastest was. But a very solid first stage run there for Joey. We'll see him in the second stage along with 7 others. 8 in total moving on. As for the fails, we saw quite a few fails on the Mystic Timbers like we usually do, but stunningly 10 Dragon Glider fails. That is hard to believe. But now our competitors will have to take on the second stage. It's always been tough on this course. We'll see how our competitors handle it. All begins with the beam flipper. Got to make those tricky corner jumps around all those poles, get through the little keyhole, and then make your way onto the new donut climb. 8 donuts, you got to jump your way up. Don't fall in the holes. Don't do anything too crazy. Just be, fast, but, solid on it, and it shouldn't be too much trouble for our competitors, as then they'll have to take on the ball glider, the 10 and 15 degree tracks. You gotta make the big jump off the 15 degree track onto the pole and get ready for the circle twist. 3 circles you gotta work your way around, make the big transfers in between, big dismount, and then you're on to Pandora's box. This obstacle's been tough. You just gotta land that small ledge on either side of the box, then jump for the pole, which is a tricky jump in itself, just as Cobra. Make the dismount, climb the stairs, and then get in the goose, make the super launch onto the small island. If you can get to there, you just got one thing in your way. Not to be taken lightly, we've seen a few fails in the supermarket in the last few tournaments, but you make your way around those 8 walls and then jump your way up and get to the buzzer. And if you get there in 2 minutes and 15 seconds, you're on to stage 3.
I'm delighted to be back on stage 2. Those last 2 tournaments were very disappointing for me, especially the last one. I felt like I could do some damage on the rest of the course. This tournament, I think I've got a shot at getting to stage 3. The big deal is going to be if I can get past the 3rd obstacle here on stage 2. That one has always had my number, and it's going to be a tough one to get past, but I am very hopeful that I could get back to stage 3 and just give myself another shot at this course, trying to make a deep run. We'll see what happens. I won't be disappointed if I fail stage 2. I'm happy to get here again, but I am hoping that I can do better than I have in the past.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. It feels a bit weird right now because I've cleared stage 1 for the first time wearing a Timmy helmet, which is kind of funny. I kind of just wanted to mix it up, wear a different helmet for the last Halo 5 run, because I feel like I've worn the same helmet for 6 years. But yeah, the stage 1 clear was great, and I really let the emotions pour out at the end because I've had a bit of a rough run to close out Halo 5. Atlantic's course I kind of sucked. Rog's course, his last tournament, I sucked. Flames course, I've been sucking. This course, I've been doing bad the last couple of tournaments. So yeah, it kind of all just poured out at the end when I finished, so I'm really happy to be here. 13 times out of 20, that's pretty darn awesome. I'm not super confident with this stage 2, but I am pretty happy with how I've done on it this era. I've beaten it once, got to the end another time, and even the last time I was here in 17, I had one of the best runs out of everyone that failed, so I'll see what happens. I mean, even if I fail the first obstacle, I might be pretty happy because I managed to beat stage 1, but I want to see how far I can get. I think it's just going to come down to the time limit and how fast I can beat each individual obstacle.
Well, going into stage 1, I definitely felt a lot of pressure on myself, considering how I did last time. Now that I'm back in stage 2 for the first time since 17, I would like to get a new personal best, and for that would be beating the ball paddle, which I'm behind. If I do get past that, I'm probably going to fail something like Circle Twist or Pandora's Box.
Oh man, this stage 2 has caused me so much grief and misery over the past few tournaments, and it's all because of what was the wall climb and what is currently the beam flipper. I have put in so much practice on this one obstacle and obviously the rest of the stage. And I mean, I think that if any tournament is going to be the one that I can beat this stupid stage, I think it's going to be this one, but I've also thought that for a long time now, so part of me is starting to lose hope.
So, stage 1 might have been the least nervous I've ever been, and I think it showed, hopefully. And stage 2, I don't really feel nervous. Not because I'm confident, but because it's an even-numbered tournament. And, I really don't like my chances here. Like, I can beat this stage, just, not really sure if I will. But let's hope for the best.
Honestly, I did not expect to even get past stage 1 for a 5th time in a row, but I'm here now on stage 2. I didn't get a lot of time to practice stage 2, so I probably won't get to the obstacle that is right behind me, so... But, anything could happen, so... I hope that I can at least do well on this stage. I mean, no matter what happens, whether I fail the first obstacle or beat stage 2, at least I'm ending off Halo 5 on a high note.
Stage 1 was pretty smooth. I got a little snaky there at the end of the stage, but we got through, we pushed through, and now we're on to stage 2, kind of my comfort zone. I've got the new obstacle behind me. I'm calling it the Heavenly Donuts. I'm really not too worried about too much on stage 2. Now that I say that, it's gonna come and back slap me. But I feel pretty confident to get to stage 3, and I wanna do good.
I'm not gonna lie, stage 1 felt pretty bad, but that's only because I have COVID. This tournament as a whole, I feel pretty good. I mean, me being sick with COVID is not gonna affect me much except for my interviews. But I think I can get back to the final, but I got stage 2 here in front of me. Just gotta take on that, hopefully get back to stage 3. That'd be a nice goal for this tournament, but we'll see how it goes.
Alright, here we go. 8 competitors remain in the hunt here on stage 2 of Irish Warrior Tournament 20. First to go will be Smokey Massacre. He's got a bit of a mixed record here on stage 2. He has 3 clears, but he has 9 fails on this stage, so hoping to get through here. Smokey goes for that second beam on the beam flipper here pretty quick. He's failed the first obstacle on this stage before back in Tournament 12. Smokey moving along good. Gets on that third beam. Taking some time here, not too bad though. 22 seconds through the first obstacle, and now he's on to the donut climb. Just gotta be smooth here, and he's going fast, not making any mistakes. Stops on that 6-1, that is fine. You don't need to really be a speed racer, but that obstacle's the reason why 5 seconds got taken off the time. You gotta go up at least reasonably quick to have a chance to clear. And he has done that. He's got 94 seconds as he's on the ball glider. Getting a lot of speed, going for that second ball, and he is there. And now Smokey moving his way forward. Bit of wiggling here to get it onto that second track. He's going for a wrangle here, going for the dismount, and he goes too high. Smokey lands on top of the circle twist, and that is a DQ. Smokey Massacre, what a shocker. Of all the ways to fail the ball glider, that is probably the most frustrating and probably the most embarrassing. Such a bummer for Smokey. This obstacle is just giving him so many problems across his Irish Warrior career. He failed it in Tournament 2, he failed it in Tournament 7, he failed it in Tournament 10, and now he's failed it in Tournament 20. Something with these anniversary tournaments and Smokey and the ball glider. They apparently don't see eye to eye, but he struggled getting it off the flat onto that second track, and then it picked up speed. He didn't control it as well as he would have liked. Went for the wrangle, had a ton of speed, and he just goes too high. That's the tricky thing with that jump, is that if you just get too much send, you full send it, you just go too high, you land on the support, and your run's over. It's as simple as that. And some would say it's cruel, but it's just the way it is. And unfortunately, Smokey just didn't control that ball well enough, and he is out on the dismount of the ball glider. But now it's time for Hunter Unit 751. Last time he was here was Tournament 17, and Hunter, again, another competitor that has struggled with Stage 2, also making his 13th appearance here on Stage 2 today, but he has only 2 Stage 2 clears to show for himself compared to Smokey's 3. Hunter going quickly for the second beam there on the beam flipper. Hunter making his way around. Oh, almost a little too far there on that second beam, but he is good. And going for the dismount, and oh my god, he hits the window, but he is okay. He didn't get any window jumps off of the barrier, but so no DQ or anything, but that was very close. Very sketchy there, but he is across. Yikes, man, that was almost a disaster on the first obstacle for Hunter Unit 751, but he's now onto the ball glider, an obstacle that he himself has also struggled with. He's also failed it 3 times. We just watched Smokey fail it for his 4th time, but he lands the transfer. This is the bit that took out Smokey. Can he figure it out? Oh my goodness, he's also wrangling Hunter Unit. Oh my goodness, that almost was a carbon copy of what we just saw from Smokey, but he is alive. That was so close. Hunter's, my goodness, this run is scaring me. But he's onto the circle twist. This obstacle took him out last time he was here in Tournament 17. This is the jump he failed. He gets it. But this is the big transfer. Hunter. Oh my goodness. By just absolute millimeters he is there. This run is insane. Hunter stops on that second to last peg. Almost thought about going for a dismount. Cost him a second or two. But Hunter onto Pandora's box. Hunter gets pushed off the wall and he sticks the ledge. Hunter, I cannot believe he's still alive. 40 seconds left. He's climbing his way up to the super launch. Hunter just 2 obstacles away from the finish line. Can he get there? First things first to this ejection. Hunter, oh my god, he slides forward. He gets a safe jump. Hunter is still alive. Holy cow, 23 seconds left. He's actually got a lot of time. It's hard to believe. Hunter usually struggles with time on this stage, but he's looking pretty good unless he makes a mistake here. Hunter with 12 seconds left, 3 walls to go. Klaxon will sound, gets around the 7th wall. He is going to shoot at the crowd, and Hunter unit, he is going to do it. 3.27 seconds left. That's like 45 seconds left for Hunter unit stage 2 standards, but Hunter, in incredible fashion, a run we won't soon forget. So many incredible saves, and it has gotten him his 3rd trip to the 3rd stage. Just crazy the amount of things that had to go right for him to clear. First, this dismount off of the beam flipper. He hits the window, does not get a jump off the window itself, and that is why he was not DQ'd or anything there. And then here on the ball glider, he just watched Smokey do what he did. He got so much momentum and somehow just barely landed about a foot below the barrier that would have disqualified him as well. Thankfully, though, he survived, and then so close to coming up short on that transfer onto the 3rd circle. And then, about 10 seconds later, he had this on the Pandora's box, gets pushed off the wall, gets a fantastic save jump, gets back on the ledge, and then this here, the super launch, was able to land it, get a save jump, and it all led to a 3rd stage for Hunter Unit 751.
2 more walls to go, Hunter.
It's easy money
one.
for this man.
Go, 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 go.
It's easy.
Oh my
You got
Jesus.
stuck on the wall.
Oh,
You got
no!
stuck on the wall there. I got
Nice.
scared as hell.
Done it again!
Hunter's a god.
This is the best New Year's Eve run you'll ever see! Come on!
Hunter.
Oh my god!
I mean, imagine Hunter even lied during his interview, right?
And you know what?
you
Actually,
know,
this has to go right to the very beginning with that safe jump right at the start.
because Hunter made the statement in his interview that I would actually be happy even if I failed the first obstacle.
my
Well, this
God,
man
you're
is
clotted.
lying through his fucking mouth. Fucking go nuts.
Through his
if you
mouth?
failed the
Huh, wow. What a run from Hunter Unit 751. I guess he's kind of foiled the illusion that these runs are happening live or whatever, but I digress. Unbelievable job by Hunter, and now it's time for Super Ninja Jake 2. Can he follow that up? Can he follow him and make it 2 Brits in Stage 3? That would be pretty incredible. Super Ninja Jake making his way across the beam flipper. So far, so good. Going for that 3rd beam. And a lot less exciting than how Hunter made it. Probably for the best. He is across. And now he's on the donut climb. Looks like he is turning around for each of these jumps, which is fine. It's costing him maybe a few seconds, but he's at a pretty good pace. 101 seconds getting on the first ball is not too bad at all. But this is the obstacle that took him out in the last time he was here in Tournament 17. Whoa, that ball got really far forward. He almost got too far forward. He failed the transfer in Tournament 17, and he's coming up to it right now. Here it is. Jake gets the transfer. Well done. That's the personal best. But can he beat this obstacle? It's going really fast again, and he falls onto the track. Super Ninja Jake 2 with a very solid punch of the ball, but he knows it's all over for him, unfortunately. And it's his 2nd time failing the ball glider. He is... Man, we have a few competitors that just seem to have the ball glider curse. Him, Tricky Cyrus, Alpha Puma have all struggled on the ball glider as of late for whatever reason. This man has never failed the ball glider, but he seems to have trouble with everything else, though, on this stage. Sonic Fan 10193, his 8th time here in the last 9 tournaments, but he is 1 for 7 on this stage, hoping to put it all together here and finally get through this stage. He is going left here on these corner jumps, a little bit different than everyone else. I forget if he's gone this way in previous tournaments. This might be different, but Maybe I just don't remember. But anyways, he's staying on that left side, going pretty smooth, and he's across the beam flipper that took him out in tournament 18. And now he is onto the donut climb, and he is also turning around, kind of using a little bit of the curve. A little interesting. Again, we've seen a few different techniques on this obstacle. It doesn't matter how you do it as long as you get up it with, a reasonable pace. And now Sonic Fan onto the ball glider. He's seen 3 people take this on so far, and only Hunter has been able to get by this. Sonic rolling it down, getting the transfer across. Well done. And now it's onto the faster section. He is keeping it under really good control. This is brilliant from Sonic. Goes for the transfer onto the circle twist, and he is there. This is the obstacle that took him out in the last tournament. It also took him out in tournament 12, but that was the far easier iteration. First transfer is good. He's got a few jumps until he gets to the second transfer, which is the jump that took him out in the last tournament. Sonic gets the transfer onto the third circle. Brilliantly done. He got a nice full jump there and learned from his mistake from last time, and he's across. 49 seconds left. He's on to Pandora's box. He failed this in tournament 14. Sonic gets a save jump, sticks the ledge, goes for the pole, gets off of that. Well done. And now he is climbing the stairs to the super launch. He failed this in tournament 13. If he can get through this, he is looking pretty good. Sonic. Oh, he almost overjumped the super launch as well. That was close, but he hangs in there. 24 seconds left. Sonic with just one obstacle to go. He just can't get hung up too much, and he should be on to stage 3. He's getting hung up a little bit here on these walls, but he's got 15 seconds. He's getting really hung up on that 5th wall. He's got to keep moving. 6th wall. He is stuck again. Sonic could be in trouble here. Gets around the 7th wall clean. Coming to the 8th. Gets around clean. Sonic Fan 10193. Somehow has pulled it off. All the wrongdoings of past tournaments, they don't really matter too much now because Sonic will get his second trip to stage 3. He clears with 3 seconds even on the clock. That was an awesome job from Sonic Fan 10193. Just well done. He has avenged all of his failures in the past, and he is moving on to the 3rd stage.
Get over. Oh my god! Yeah!
I think that hurt me more than it hurt him.
God,
My
finally.
throat hurts just from hearing that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Man, you could hear just the sheer panic from Sonic on that supermarket, but then just the sheer roar of joy. We've heard that from him a few times on a few other courses, and that's a rare occurrence of that here, but awesome to see Sonic get his second trip to stage 3. This man's hoping to get his 3rd trip to stage 3, Flamosaurus, and he gets an early save jump there. Struggling here with the first beam of the beam flipper. Flame beat this stage in the last tournament, got to the supermarket the tournament before that. He also beat the stage in tournament 11. So, he's never beaten the stage in an even-numbered tournament, hoping to break that curse. And, Flame and curses with this course for whatever reason is just the thing. Flame took a little bit extra time compared to some of our other competitors on the beam flipper, but he is across that. Going for the donuts, turning around on each one. That is okay. And he gets up top, 96 seconds left. Not lightning pace, but not bad. He still is in fine shape. Just got to keep it moving here. Don't get too out of hand here on the ball glider. Flame going for the transfer. He's across that. Flame has not failed this obstacle since all the way back in Tournament 2. It's going really fast, but he has slowed it down. Going for the dismount, and he is onto the circle twist. This obstacle took him out in Tournament 12, but he has not failed this harder version before. Flame going and getting the jump onto the second circle. And he comes up on a minute left as he is getting ready for this transfer into the last circle. Big jump. He is there. 55 seconds on the clock. Flame being a little cautious here on this 3rd circle, but that's okay. Sets up, goes to the dismount, and he's off. 47 seconds left. Not too bad. It should be fine if he can keep moving. Flame goes for Pandora's box, gets a save jump, going for the pole, and he gets off of it. He's now climbing his way up to the super launch. Oh, he overruns a mongoose, and He can't get in the mongoose. What's he doing? He just threw away multiple seconds there. All right, can he land the island? He's failed this before. Failed it in tournament 16. Flame lands the island. This time could be tight, though. 21 seconds. He's got to keep moving. Flame. Oh, my. 17 seconds as he gets around the second wall. Gets around the third. He's moving pretty good pace. He is running around the walls. Gets around the fifth. He didn't crouch. But for the sixth, he runs off. Flame runs off into the water. Flame is out on the supermarket again. His second time failing this obstacle in 3 tournaments. And his third time overall failing on the doorstep of stage 3. Flame had a really solid run going, but the time, I think, got in his head, and a lot of it can be attributed to him not being able to get in that mongoose. It just seemed like, he was just under pressure, and he wasn't crouching or anything, running around those walls. And it's super dangerous when those walls get narrower for the final 4, and he just ran off into the water. So unfortunate for Flame. I think he could have taken his time at least a little bit and probably still cleared. But he just panicked a little bit, and that is the end of Flame's day. But still another good tournament for him. And now it's time for number 47. This is Cobra. He is 50-50 on this stage, which a lot of people would pay a lot of good money to be 50-50 on this stage, because this stage is hard. Stage 2 has taken out a lot of people. He gets a save jump there at the end of the second beam. Cobra going quickly for the dismount off the third beam, and he is across. Now, Cobra. Oh, whoa, he almost fell in the hole on the second donut, but now he is climbing his way up. And looking good now. He got in a good rhythm, and he is up with 104 seconds as he gets on the ball. Cobra rolling his way down here on the ball glider. 4 for 4 on it on his career is super impressive, but he's just got to focus on this attempt here as he gets a good transfer. Stands up as he lands on it. A little surprising, maybe just surprising to me. I don't know, but he's keeping it under control as he rolls it down the second track. Cobra goes for the transfer, and he is there. 77 seconds. He's got really good time to this point, and now he is kind of. It looks like he's trying to frog jump, but he's getting very high jumps across the circle twist. And now here he goes across the second circle. He is moving very quickly. Gets a save jump in the last peg of the second circle, going for the third. He gets there with a save jump. And now one more circle 2 traverse. And just the dismount, and he is through it again. He's now on to Pandora's Box. This took him out in the last tournament. This ledge was no problem for him last time. He is there. This jump to the pole took him out last time. Cobra lands the pole, gets off of it. Brilliant. He's avenged his fail from last time. He's now on the only other obstacle that's taken him out here on this stage. Tournament 16, it took him out. Cobra honks his horn, goes for the dismount. He lands the island, and he has plenty of time. 25 seconds left. No reason to be a hero here. Just be smart, especially after what he just saw from Flame. Just nothing crazy here, and he should be on to stage 3. 15 seconds with 3 walls to go. Oh, he almost stood up on that one. He's trying to give me a heart attack. He stood up on the 7th one as well. It's a little scary, but Cobra gets on through, and he clears with 6.39 seconds left on the clock. We'll see Cobra for the 3rd time in his career move on to the 3rd stage. Again, I talked about it a little bit during his stage 1 to think about his start and how slow he started, how many tournaments it took him to finally get to stage 2, and suddenly he has 3 stage 3s in the span of 4 tournaments. Awesome job by Cobra. And now just 2 men left to go here on stage 2. 3 have cleared, 3 have failed so far, and now it's time for Fireball ZXZ. He also has a reasonably good record here on stage 2. He has beaten it in each of the last 4 times he has been here, 6 times in total. So Fireball making his way around and through the beam flipper in reasonably good time, about 20 seconds. Now Fireball going for a bit of a different technique. See, he's almost using the front of the circles here on the donut climb. Again, there's more than one way to do it, and now he kind of used the edge there to get off the obstacle. Might have been a little slower, but he's still at a good pace as he's now onto the ball glider. This obstacle's tricky, and it can eat up some time if you're not careful. Fireball gets the transfer. Now he's got the second track. He's failed this obstacle once before in Tournament 8. He does not want to fail it here in Tournament 20. He's seen a couple people already fail it today, but look at him keep it under control. Fireball, brilliantly done, going for the dismount. He is there, no problem. 70 seconds left. Fireball jumping around at first circle. Going for the transfer cross, and he is onto the second circle. And now got to set himself up. Go for the third. He is there. 53 seconds left for Fireball. So you got to keep it moving here a little bit. The clock is starting to dwindle down a bit. 45 seconds left. Fireball will have to keep it moving. Keep an eye on the clock as he moves into Pandora's box. Gets a save jump, lands the ledge, goes for the pole, goes for the dismount. He is off of it. 35. Climb up those stairs, and now he is onto the super launch. Looked like he kind of slowed himself down a little bit before going off the ramp. Fireball gets a bit of a late jump, but he still lands the island. 22 seconds left. Not bad, but it's not in the guarantee range, I would say. But Fireball moving quickly through the first 3 walls, through the 4th. This is a rapid pace through this obstacle. Look at him go. 10 seconds left. He's got 2 walls left. Nothing crazy here, and he should be home free. Gets around the last wall, jumps up, hits the buzzer. 2.92 seconds left on the clock. Fireball, it wasn't the flashiest run we've ever seen from him. You know what? It doesn't matter. As long as you hit that buzzer and the clock does not say 0, you're moving on, and that is exactly what Fireball has done. And we'll see him yet again on stage 3. And that takes us to 4 out of 7 to begin the second stage, and now just 1 man left to go, 1 man left to take on stage 2 on Halo 5. It is Joey Davis v Snowball V, here for the 12th time in a row. 12 out of 13 tournaments. We talked about this earlier. Yeah, he missed a tournament, all that. But Joey's been pretty good at this stage. He's had a few fails, but he's beaten the stage in his last 4 appearances. Joey making his way across this beam flipper with no real concerns, and he gets off of it, no problems. These donuts have had a lot of different ways to do it. Joey appears to be going for the side to side. He's kind of hanging a little bit on the back side there, especially on that right side for whatever reason. And he gets a bit of a push to get the first ball going on the ball glider, trying to maybe save a couple seconds there. A little interesting. Joey gets the transfer on the ball glider. We got a guy standing next to the dragon glider on stage 1. I have no idea why that's happening, but I'm hoping our security team will take care of him, whoever that is. I'm not really sure who that is. But anyways, Joey going for this dismount. It's tricky. Ooh, whoa, he hit the wall there. That almost threw him off to the side, but he is okay, and he's got plenty of time left. 71 seconds left. And Joey going for the transfer onto the second circle. Now working his way around with really good pace on this obstacle. He's one of the best people at this obstacle. He's going for the third circle, and he is there. 56 seconds left for Joey Davis. 52 as he gets on that last spoke and gets off. 48 seconds left. Joey will be the only competitor to go for the left side today. He always goes left. He's really one of the few people that does it this way, but doesn't matter which way you go as long as you get through, and Joey is through. 36 seconds left. Joey climbing his way up for the super launch. Can Joey find his way onto the island? Joey jumps and lands the island yet again. 24 seconds left. It is looking good unless he makes a mistake. But as we saw from Flame, it's very easy to make a mistake on this obstacle. You just got to be smart. Joey is taking this pretty good. He's moving at a good pace while not making any errors. 8 seconds left. And now he comes to the last wall. Oh, we got a guy on stage 1 back there, but it didn't throw Joey off, and he is cleared with 3.78 seconds left. Our security team really must be taking the day off, but, you know, they kind of take most days off. But, you know, it doesn't really matter. It didn't affect Joey, and it doesn't change the fact that he is moving on to stage 3 yet again. And that is a rare occurrence. That is a above 50% clear rate on stage 2 this tournament. We'll have 5 people: Cobra, Joey, Hunter, Sonic, and Fireball moving on to stage 3. Unfortunately, we watched Super Ninja Jake and Smokey fail the ball glider, and we watched Flame so close fail at the hands of the supermarket. But now 5 competitors will take on this very difficult third stage. It all begins with a discus throw. The 4 discuses, you gotta jump your way up. The big drop to the 5th, the big jump up to the 6th. It is not easy. We've seen quite a few people that you wouldn't expect to fail have found their way into the water on that obstacle. And the precision pyramid, those 7 poles you gotta jump your way across. been in every tournament, making its 20th appearance, one of 3 obstacles to do so. And then you got the infinity rings, jump your way across those hoops, make those kind of tricky corner-ish jumps from circle to circle, and then you're on the cliffhanger. You got to make the jump across, jump up, the big drop down to the little thicker ledge, jump up, first corner wrap around, and then you got 2 lateral jumps, 2 upward jumps, the big drop down that we shockingly saw Chumpy fail in the last tournament, then that crazy jump across, and then the corner wrap in the opposite direction. But if you can somehow survive all of those tricky jumps, you have survived the 13 ledges from hell, and you are just 3 obstacles away from the tower, all beginning with the castle wall. Jump your way up those 8 spokes. You either got a perfect crouch, or you got a spring jump at whatever floats your boat. And then you got the pipe bombs, 5 pipe bombs, very little room to work with. But if you can make your way onto the green bar of safety, you take on the rolling stairs. We saw this obstacle attempted for the first time in the last tournament. We saw 3 people get here. Joey Davis was the only person to survive those 3 drops of increasing height and then make this difficult dismount. And if any of our 5 competitors today can get to that platform, they will be climbing for total victory on the final stage.
Wow. For the viewers watching right now in the premiere, obviously, like, Infinite is well underway at this point. People have been, jumping on Infinite. It is currently 51 minutes till midnight on New Year's Eve, and I'm having a wild party. Yeah, stage 2 was just nuts. I didn't expect it at all. I genuinely said I would have been cool with failing the first obstacle because I beat stage 1. I just wanted to beat stage 1. I cannot believe I've got here. Yeah, it kind of wraps things up quite nicely for me. I was the first person ever to take on stage 3 in Tournament 1. And now I'm taking it on in the last Halo 5 tournament. As long as I don't fail, even if I fail the first obstacle, I'll be happy. I want to beat it and want to get as far as I can. Maybe try the cliffhanger again. But, yeah, even if I failed the first obstacle, I'm just so happy right now. So, let's enjoy the ride for one last run.
I am just so ecstatic to be back here again. It should not have taken this long. I feel kind of upset at myself that it took this long to just get back to the stage because I've been capable of doing it ever since I got here the first time. Now that I'm back here, this is still probably the hardest stage 3 I've ever attempted, in my opinion. If I even get back to the cliffhanger, I will be mildly surprised because I just don't feel good on this stage. I can beat everything, but like I said, getting to the cliffhanger would be a huge W here.
Honestly, I did not even expect to clear stage 2 at all, but somehow I did, and now I'm here on stage 3. Like with stage 2, I hardly practiced the stage at all. But I really think I'm really gonna probably fail like the first 3 obstacles, but if I somehow manage to get through them, that's an accomplishment. No matter what happens, even if I fail the first obstacle, this is just a good way to end off Halo 5 for me, and I'm hoping to do nothing but my best.
Stage 2 went pretty smooth. I got a little low on time. Like I said, I wasn't worried about the time limit, but I got a little low on time. Just continued to power through, and cleared with a few seconds left. But I felt like stage 2 was pretty smooth. Coming into stage 3, I'm definitely a little nervous. I really don't have any expectations for what I would like to do this tournament. I obviously always like to get past the cliffhanger, so that's going to be my first goal. But this stage has been kicking my butt. So it would be an amazing feat to get to the final stage, but we're just going to take it one obstacle at a time, and we'll see what happens.
Beating stage 2 again, that felt good, but stage 3, mostly worried about the first obstacle here. I failed 10 tournaments ago with a discus throw. The second corner wrap on the cliffhanger because I'm not really good at corner jumping to the right, and definitely the final obstacle. The final obstacle is probably what I'm most worried about. It's really difficult. I'm glad I got through it last time, but getting 3 finals in a row would be great. But just gotta take one obstacle at a time and hope they get back to the final stage.
Well, here we are, 5 competitors remaining, and the first of them to go is Hunter Unit 751. He's got Smokey and Soul on the platform. Looks like he's trying to coordinate some sort of crouching intro with Smokey, but this kind of just looks very odd. I don't know. It looks kind of uncoordinated, but you know, there's an attempt being made. I'm not really sure. But anyways, Hunter hoping to make a deep run here. I mean, this is pretty cool to think Hunter was the only person to get to stage 3 in Tournament 1, and now here he is in Tournament 20, the last Halo 5 tournament. Landmark anniversary tournament. Tournament 20 is a big deal for this course, and Hunter back here on stage 3. First things first, it's the discus throw. He's going quickly for the 5th one, the big drop. He gets a save jump, and Hunter lands it. Got the big jump up to the 6th, and Hunter is through the discus throw. Always a relief, no matter who you are. It can just jump out and bite anybody, as we've seen in the past. But Hunter now onto the precision pyramid. He should be well accustomed to this. He almost overshot that second one, getting multiple save jumps. That was very, very close to being disastrous. Hunter making his way across, and now he is on the top level. Oh, he crouches there. I think he's thinking about frogging these. It looks like he is. This is a technique we've seen a few times, and he has frogged his way across the last 3, and now it is the Infinity Rings. Hunter has never tried this obstacle. It was introduced in Tournament 18, and oh my goodness, it almost ended right there on the first jump, but he is okay. Hunter now going for the second one. He is good. All these jumps are identical, but none of them are easy. Hunter trying to stay towards the upslope of each one, land on the downslope, get pretty tight corner jumps. Hunter lands that second to last ring. One more to go. Hunter lands the last ring, and he gets off. And now Hunter onto the Giga Cliffhanger. He failed this obstacle in Tournament 15. He failed the second upward jump, gets the first outward jump, now up to the 3rd ledge. And now he's going to back his way up, get this big drop to the 4th ledge. Hunter lands it, save jump, yep, no problem. And now jumping up to the 5th. He's at the first corner wrap. He is shooting his Needler. He did this in Tournament 15. He thought this was the jump it would all end. He was able to get it though in Tournament 15. See if Hunter can get it here today. Hunter goes for it, and no, he can't stick it. Hunter is out on the first corner of the Giga Cliffhanger. An awesome tournament from Hunter, Unit 751, but he's not able to get as far as he did in Tournament 15. Hunter looks like he just jumped a little too wide, was not quite able to clip the backside of that corner on that thicker 6th ledge. And that is unfortunate, and that is unfortunately where we lose Hunter Unit 751. But now we have 4 competitors left, and look at this! Sonic Fan is also doing my crouching intro. This is very interesting. We saw it work for Hunter on stage 1. Maybe Sonic's trying to have it work for him on stage 3. I mean, Hunter did clear stage 1 after he did the crouching, but we'll see what happens here. Sonic Fan making his way across the disc scroll quickly, going for the 5th. Oh my goodness, he hit the pole, and he still hung in there. That was very interesting. Sonic is across, and now he's on to the Precision Pyramid. Sonic, the last time he was here, made an absolute mockery of this obstacle. He almost failed like the first jump with his Needler. Seems he has a lot more focus this time around. I don't know if focus was really what cost him last time, but definitely he seems a lot more just, you know, locked into the goal, and that was very smooth through that. And now he's on to the Infinity Rings. He has also not tried this, and he springs the first one. This could be his strat. He didn't get a spring, but he gets around the corner. Oh, another nose spring. Is he now frogging, or is he trying to get springs? Another nose spring, but he's across. And now one more to go. And he gets a save jump. That was close. Very sketchy. But Sonic Fan is through the Infinity Rings onto the Giga Cliffhanger. This is the jump he failed in Tournament 16. The jump from the first to the second ledge. This is for the personal best. Sonic lands the second ledge. Well done. He is crouching. He does a spin on it. He is excited, but now he's jumping up to the 3rd, and he bricks it. He has missed the jump to the 3rd ledge. He jumped into the ledge, and he couldn't get up on top of it. I cannot believe it. We've only seen Joey fail this jump in Tournament 12. It's one of the easiest jumps on the obstacle. He's jumped too far out and didn't jump high enough, and that is the textbook example on how to fail that jump. And that is unfortunate, but great to see Sonic back on stage 3. He knows he can build on that run for sure. And now it's time for Cobra. Last time he was here in Tournament 18, he beat the cliffhanger, became one of the elite few to do that. He failed at the hands of the castle wall. We'll see how far Cobra can get today. Again, we didn't hear a whole lot of confidence, but we'll see. Discus throw first. He gets pushed off, but he gets a good save jump, and he lands that 5th discus. Cobra, almost disastrous on the first obstacle, but he is across. And now he's getting some save jumps on the first pull of the Precision Pyramid. Save jumping the second pull. Cobra keeping himself under control here, getting some save jumps on each of these pulls. And, oh, is he going to frog these? Oh, this is definitely getting abused, it appears. The frog down the last few, it seems to be the strat that our competitors have come up with. We've seen a few people do that in the past, but the fact that Hunter and Cobra have done it, I don't know, I didn't really expect that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not paying enough attention, but Cobra, onto the Infinity Rings. He beat this, was the only competitor to defeat this in Tournament 18. We watched his weapon Matt in that tournament. The only other competitor to get to stage 3 failed this obstacle, but Cobra has made the jump that Matt failed in that tournament. Cobra going for the 4th ring, and he is on it. 2 more big jumps to go. Oh, save jump needed, and he has gotten it. 1 jump left for Cobra, and then he can go for the dismount. Taking some time, sets up, goes for it, and he gets it beautifully, gets off the Infinity Rings, and that has got to feel good, as we can see by his crouching. He is very happy with that. I think that's Chumpy back there in the background. He's happy for him too. We saw Chumpy fail this obstacle in the last tournament. We saw Cobra fail this obstacle in Tournament 17. He is 50-50 on it. Can he get to the right side of the coin? Cobra gets the jump onto the second ledge. You just watched Sonic fail this. He will not. He will avenge him on that jump. He gets the drop to the the 4th ledge. And now he's got the first corner. He just watched Hunter fail this. Cobra goes for it. He gets a save jump on the cutout, and he is good. He is on the 6th ledge. This is the farthest we've seen someone go so far on stage 3. Cobra now onto the 7th ledge. He's made the first lateral jump. He's got 1 more left to go. Cobra going with 1 more lateral jump. He is across. He's on the 8th ledge. The 2 upward jumps now. He gets the first one. The second one is a little bit higher, a little bit farther out, but Cobra nails it. Cobra now has the big drop. This is the jump Chumpy failed in the last tournament. Not to be taken lightly, and Cobra has taken a second to compose himself, line up, do what you gotta do. He goes for it. And Cobra gets a save jump, and he needed it, but he is good. Now the crazy jump across. Cobra goes for it, and he comes up short. Oh no, Cobra. Cobra is the first competitor to ever fail the crazy jump on this obstacle. It is not a jump to be underestimated. I know every competitor before this has made that jump, but it's not an easy jump. No easy jumps in this obstacle, that's what I keep saying. And unfortunately, Cobra, it looks like he just didn't get a full sprint jump off of it. Looked like he might have been a little bit forward on the ledge. Did not get the full momentum to get onto that second ledge. See how he kind of eases himself forward before getting his sprint to kick in. I think that might have been the kiss of death. He didn't get the full jump, and that has cost Cobra here today. But another great performance from this young man. It just seems like he keeps building on his resume, and I think a final stage could be in his future if he keeps on this pace. But we are down to 2 competitors remaining. First of them is Fireball. Fireball got all the way to the last obstacle of this stage in the last tournament. He's got an incredible stage 3 track record. First things first, discus throw. Gets a save jump. He is good. That was a pretty smooth save jump. Wasn't great getting to the 6th discus, but he is okay. Now he's got the Precision Pyramid. He's got his good pal Snoz. He had a good performance today, and now he is rooting on Fireball to make a push to the final stage. Fireball failed that last drop of the rolling stairs in the last tournament. He just wants to make one more drop, one final dismount, and he'll be on to the final. But first things first, he is full sending the Infinity Rings again. He did this last time, and it shocked me. And he has done it again. I don't know how he does that. I mean, that is an insanely difficult obstacle. We've seen with how all of our other competitors before him have struggled with it. And Fireball just makes it look like child's play, and he is now onto the Giga Cliffhanger. He gets up to that third ledge, does not pull a Sonic Fan, drops down to the fourth, jumps up to the fifth. Now he's got the first corner. You watch Hunter fail this. He goes for it, gets a frog around. He is good. Fireball's the first competitor to ever defeat this Cliffhanger in Tournament 15, hoping to get another clear on it here in Tournament 20. Fireball goes for the second lateral, and he is good. Now, here comes the triple spring. It looks like 1, 2, 3. Yes, he is there again. It is incredible. He goes for the downward drop, and he comes up short. Fireball misses the drop. He has chumpied it. Chumpy failed that jump in the last tournament, and Fireball has failed it here today. I think he runs into the wall and cuts his momentum. That is a weird way to go out on this obstacle. I mean, as we've seen, that jump is not the hardest on this obstacle, but again, any jump, it can take someone out. Fireball just, I think, loses some of his momentum going towards the ledge by running into the wall. And because of that, he also didn't crouch on time, it looks like. And I think those are the two factors that has led to him failing the hands of this Cliffhanger. And just like that, we're here to the last man standing. Joey Davis, number 50. The last run on Halo 5. It all rests on his shoulders. It's hard to believe 4 competitors have gone before him. They've all failed the Cliffhanger. But first things first, the discus throw. Joey hates this obstacle. Joey has failed this before, and he has come close on multiple occasions of failing it. Joey gets a save jump and gets the jump up. And thank goodness Halo 5 does not end on a first obstacle stage 3 fail. That'd be weird. Joey's beaten this stage in the last 2 tournaments, but you know, we've seen him have his Cliffhanger struggles as well. He's failed the Giga Cliffhanger 3 times. He's failed the Preposterous Cliffhanger once. Right now, he's got to be focused on the Precision Pyramid. He gets up onto that 4th one, and he's also going to frog down. I mean, that seems to be the strat for our competitors on there. Oh, wow, that was likely. That would have been a bad way to go out, but he's on to the Infinity Rings. He's kind of doing this walk forward strat. Again, a lot of ways to do this obstacle, but this way appears to be working so far for Joey. He's made every jump clean, 1 to go, and he is there, goes to the dismount, and Joey quickly through the Infinity Rings. Not quite Fireball speed, but pretty good, and now he's on to the Giga Cliffhanger. All 4 competitors that have gone before him on this stage have failed this. He makes the jump he failed in Tournament 12. He gets a good save jump on that downward jump. He failed this jump back in Tournament 15. Can Joey get it here in Tournament 20? Joey gets it. Well done there. Joey gets the first lateral jump. The 2 times he has beaten this obstacle, he has gotten to the final stage, so this could be the stopgap for him. He gets the second lateral jump. He's got the 2 upper jumps. First one, no problem. This is the jump that took him out in 16. Can Joey get it here today in 20? Yes, he can. Now, the downward drop. He just watched Fireball fail this. Joey gets a save jump, and he gets the ledge. And now he's getting a double jump going across, and he is there. It's a first place for Joey, but he wants a lot more. He's got the second corner wrap to defeat the Cliffhanger. Joey gets a save jump, and he sticks the ledge. Joey Davis, the only competitor out of 5 to defeat the Giga Cliffhanger today. And Joey Davis now moving on to the castle wall. And it looks like he is going to do these side springs. This is the last opportunity he will get to do this obstacle this way, and he is taking advantage of it. He has made every jump perfect so far. He's got 1 to go, and he is through in no time, no difficulties at all. And now Joey, not really a resting platform, but he is resting on top of the wall, setting himself up for the pipe bombs. This obstacle is all about maintaining your focus. There's tricky jumps, but it's also, you know, a long way down to the water, and you're so close to the final stage at this point. You're basically looking at the final stage when you're jumping from pipe bomb to pipe bomb, and Joey is on the 3rd one, looking good. Each of these transfers, oh my word! I did not see that one coming. That was a huge lag spike. I thought Joey was out for a second, but Joey handling the pipe bombs really well again. Each of those transfers get farther and farther, but it's no match for Joey Davis. Again, he goes right on to the rolling stairs. That was very risky. The ball is already shot left, but this is it, the final obstacle. Joey figured it out last time. Can he do it again? First drop coming up. Here he goes. Gets a save jump. He sticks the ball. Brilliant. Now, he's got to keep himself under control. Looks like that ball is hugging that left side a little bit. Goes to the second drop, and he is good. Ooh, he almost let that ball go left. That seems to be the miss that our competitors have had. It's hugging that left side too much, but this is the big third drop, the biggest of the lot. Joey sticks the ball. He is on the final stretch. He's just got to keep that ball under control, get it to the end, and make one final jump, and he'll be on the final stage. Joey Davis rolling forward, going for the dismount, and he is there. Joey Davis, he is just a flat-out machine. Just unbelievable. He missed Tournament 18, but that is now 3 appearances in a row. We will see Joey Davis attempt the final stage. Words cannot even describe his dominance at this point on the 3rd stage of Irish Warrior. He's the only person to defeat this iteration of Stage 3. He has now done it 3 times. Just in a league of his own right now is Joey Davis. To think he watched 4 competitors fail the cliffhanger, an obstacle he's really struggled with in the past. He got through that, got through everything before this rolling stairs. This obstacle is so absurdly hard, I'm telling you what. He found a way to do this drop and get a save jump super late in the fall strat. I don't know how he pulls it off, but it's worked out brilliant for him. He made the first 2 drops, no problems. This 3rd drop is what took out Fireball in the last tournament. Again, jumps get progressively harder, but Joey was able to make each of the drops comfortably. And then he was able to compose himself. You know, he didn't get ahead of himself. He didn't start thinking about the tower. And he made this dismount much cleaner than he made it look in the last tournament when he almost came up short. We will see Joey Davis take on the tower for his 3rd time.
Three in a row?
No way.
3 in a row.
That's
No way.
What? How?
Wow.
How?
That's
I genuinely do not
That's
believe
insane.
it. That is.
Uh,
That
that's
is
COVID,
that is
man. That's
unthinkable.
wow. I mean, 3rd time's a charm in this tower. This tower is going down.
Joey Davis might be just having his Michael Jordan sick game here in Tournament 20 of Irish Warrior, but he is moving on to the final stage despite watching 4 competitors before him. Hunter, Sonic, Cobra, and Fireball all failed the cliffhanger, but Joey was able to pull through and end Halo 5 of Irish Warrior on the final stage. 3 obstacles for Joey to conquer, and he knows the stage well. First things first, it's the tire ladder. Gotta jump her way up the 8 tires with very difficult jumps, very similar to the Hunter Unit, Ninja Warrior Halo Salmon ladder. Then the switchback panels, 10 windows you gotta jump your way up, and then land on one of the 2 tops of the walls, and then you transfer onto the Cubic Chaos, 16 cubes, very tall jumps. You gotta be careful moving around the corners, get to the top, and then jump up, run to the buzzer, and if you can hit it in under 70 seconds, you become a grand champion.
I don't know how I got back here. I really was worried about 3rd stage, probably more than 17 and 19, especially because, well, more pressure and I've COVID. It's not as easy to focus as you'd imagine, but last obstacle, I thought I was gonna fail that, but I got there, I beat it. It was nice to get that final jump, and I'm back here again. This final, I mean, it's really difficult. It's mostly the first ops with me though. If I get a clean run through that, I mean, I just gotta not screw up the windows of the Cubic Chaos really. I mean, I really just need to get through these tires cleanly and I might have a shot at winning. But my last 2 rounds, I got better last tournament. Hopefully I can win here, 3rd time's a charm. But if I win with COVID, that'd be kind of ironic, but see how it goes. It's been an amazing 20th anniversary tournament, so let's see how we can end it off here.
Well, there is the buzzer. Joey has attempted this stage twice before. He knows how to get to the top. Last 2 tournaments, he has struggled with pace on the first couple obstacles. If he can just get a clean run through the tire ladder, he's got a shot at this. Joey, with just 70 seconds to get to the top, can he become a grand champion? In Tournament 20, he is off. First things first is the tire ladder, and he is backing his way out of the first tire, jumping up to the second. He misses that jump. He gets a save jump, and he walks off. Oh, my goodness. Joey Davis is out already. He is out on the tire ladder. His run did not even last 10 seconds. I cannot believe it. Joey Davis, what in the world? He has struggled with this obstacle in the past. This was him in Tournament 17. I was just talking about how if he got a clean run on the tire ladder, he would have a chance. The pace you need to get up this in is about 15 seconds, and he's done a really good job in the past of missing jumps but then saving himself, at least keeping the run alive. But you know, oh my goodness. Yeah, Tournament 17 was a struggle. I mean, this was really the root cause of him failing. I mean, it took him 28 seconds to get to the top. Last tournament, he had a slow start getting in that first tire, and he missed the jump to the second tire, just like what we just saw. But then he was able to recover and get the jump up to the third. He didn't really lose his composure. Then he had a clean run to the top, other than the second to last jump. But even then, he got up to the top in about 19 seconds, which is not a bad pace. Then this tournament, for whatever reason, same start, he gets into it, he tries to back himself out and get this jump up to the second tire. He's trying to almost do a walking crouch jump. It's hard to get the height when you're moving like that. I don't know if that's what cost him. Then he tries to walk his way out, and he walks off the first tire. And just like that, Joey's run is over in a flash. This is just truly unbelievable. Hard to fathom.
No way.
Huh.
What?
Oh.
Well,
That's what?
Huh.
That was. That is insane. I do not believe that. This was the tournament.
I mean, those.
What?
I mean, you've done those wheels.
Those tires can just get you, man.
I was gonna say,
Wow.
as good as Joey is, failing those tires is reality.
Failing those
It can
tires
happen.
is
It's brutal, dude.
It's oh
Tires
yeah.
are
There's
brutal.
no shame in failing those tires, but those tires just. Damn.
I don't know if
I thought
hate
this
to
was
say
it.
This hurts flame the pain Irish, but I don't think anyone on any course has gotten to 3 straight finals.
Kind of a bittersweet run here. Obviously, that was like the shortest final run probably in history, but I mean, I could have failed there in 17, 19. Even that early struggling. Like, I walked off trying to line up, get to the edge, and I hit my head like I did. But, you know, I just slipped off, and, you know, it's alright. This 20th tournament as a whole, if it is the final Halo 5 tournament, I mean, it is a little bit disappointing that I failed that early, but just to get back here for a 3rd straight time is amazing. If there's one more 21 on Halo 5, that would be cool. Get one more shot maybe. But if this is the last Halo 5 tournament, I'd say putting the best 3 rounds here in my last 3 appearances. Well, not in order, but it's still great. And I'd love to see what Infinite brings for this course and for tournaments as a whole.
With Joey's shocking fail on the tire ladder, Tournament 20, as well as Halo 5 tournaments for Irish Warrior have come to an end. We truly have seen it all on Halo 5. 750 runs, 141 first stage clears, 54 second stage clears, 8 third stage clears, and 2 total victories. But now it's time to move on. A new era of Halo jumping awaits on Halo Infinite, and Irish Warrior will continue to test competitors' jumping abilities to their limits. With a new game will come new obstacles and challenges for our competitors to overcome. But hopefully it will also bring renewed hope for our competitors to succeed and achieve greatness. Who will rise up in the new game and become a legend? Time will tell. all starting with Tournament 21 of Irish Warrior. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.